All right, praise yeah, what's good, everybody? The MPC keeps on getting better. MPC 3 official. We've stepped out of beta. Got an announcement this morning. I got up pretty early, so I'm happy that I did and saw this new information. It's pretty exciting. The main thing I think that's obvious to everybody is we got native instruments on standalone. So I'm gonna go ahead and peek that real quick and just also explore. There's apparently a bunch of different updates too alongside this. This is just kind of the main obvious thing, right? Native instruments on standalone. That's huge because people have been asking for, plugins, other companies in standalone for a long time. So this is even wilder because it's native instruments, which seem to be like the number one competitor against, I guess, contender against MPC, with the Machine Plus. I guess it didn't really get there. I mean, MPC is just, to me, nothing really beats it. Standalone, blatant. What's good, man? Thanks for coming in. Like me, I mean, it's my number one preference. I just stay on standalone. I'll go to computers, so it's just getting better and better, year by year, month by month. And at this point, I've recorded 8 songs on the MPC and standalone, and I've actually put together this mini album pack of my 8 songs, and it comes with like all the drums and like vocal parts from that, all the tracks and stuff. It also comes with an MPC 3 project of my last song called "Give Thanks." If you guys are interested in remixing it, you can download the project there. There's a link in the description. There's actually 2 links. There's one to PayHip, and you can download it for $1 or more if you want to contribute to an independent artist. We got to support each other out here. We gotta take over the whole, industry and just flip things around by, doing things independently. So there's a PayHip link to that pack, which is $1. I wanted to offer it up for free on there, but I guess you can't. Certain file sizes. So I also put it on a Google Drive link where you can grab it for free. So those are an option for you. And then I also have other stuff over there for free. This is probably my favorite kit that I put together. This is my kit here. This is a free kit. It is part of this kit here that you can grab up on my PayHip store. It's 11 finger drumming kits with multi-sampled hi-hats. So that's the thing you can look at as well. And then I've got some other stuff over there that you can pick up. This is a pretty inexpensive pack of one-shots made from vinyl instruments, and it's got a few drum sounds. And then I've got Lifted Noise stole these hi-hats. That's the one I was telling you about just now that you get the free kit for. And stole these sounds. So these are my sample packs available on my PayHip store. Just wanted to mention that real quick because I'm trying to be an independent artist and creator, and can't be bashful about it. I've been bashful about it for years, so now I'm trying to get out there and create some digital downloads that can help support what I'm doing here. Just having a good time talking to like-minded individuals when it comes to stuff like this. MPC, standalone devices, SP. All my kits work for this as well, so go check it out. All right, so I've got the release notes pulled up here, and I want to check out a couple of things. I heard something like 100 different new things on the MPC 3 official. I'm definitely not going to try to go through all of those. I'm going to look at the native instruments thing. I'm going to look at a couple things. One thing in mind that sticks out is their new warp algorithm choices. So I got a drum break here, and I got like a sample to chop that I'm going to run. I'm gonna go ahead and run the warp through, because I never use the warp and I don't like it, so I want to see if there's much of a difference there when it comes to that. Ray Beats was good. Yeah, I think the software will be next in line. If they're announcing this today, you know, before their big presentation at NAMM on Friday, I believe, which has a dope lineup of YouTubers and producers, MPC legends. You know, you got Roger Lynn, the original creator of MPC, you know, the MPC 60. You got Jermaine Dupri over there. Marco Polo is going to be over there. You know, fellow MPC YouTubers over there and stuff. So it's pretty big. I imagine there's an even bigger announcement that's going to be happening if they're just dropping this today without, you know what I mean? Like, I know NAMM's already started and all that, but their big celebration will be on Friday. So yeah, I was chopping this up, and then let me see what this tempo's at. I don't even know. Let me see. 2, 3, 4, 74. So let's see if I remember even how to use warp. 74. So you got new algorithms right here. So I don't know if that's a new one. I really don't know which one default is. Pro 10, I guess that's the normal, and then you have Pro 10, and then you have repitch. So yeah, let's try this out. I'm gonna go down to 74 here real quick, so that I don't hear the change until I choose to change the tempo. So this is the default. Let's go see what it sounds like. And sped up always sounds fine, usually, right? So we start slowing down, things start sounding a little off. Okay, and then I guess Pro 10, there's much of a difference. Sped up. Yeah, that almost sounds worse. I don't know. Okay, so I'm pretty sure the newest one, I've heard of Pro 10, the newest one would be repitch. Now let's see how repitch sounds. Already sounds a little bit different, even speeding it up. Ooh, yes. Oh, that's fire. Actually, listen to that. Warp may actually be useful now. That is really good. Y'all hearing this? Look at that. Listen to that compared to the default. I mean, that's a big difference. I think, see, that's the thing though. Repitch is actually not what it's actually doing. Is repitching. It should be obvious in the name. So this is working actually. Like, one thing that I really like about the SP, and this is what I actually messing with yesterday, is the BPM sync on this. It works like I'm assuming the repitch does on the MPC now, where it'll just take the tempo of your project and then pitch your sample to fit the tempo, right? That makes sense. I hope I worded that right. So yeah, it's pitching it, so that's why it sounds good. But yeah, in fact, I was just thinking, that's funny that I was just thinking yesterday, one great reason just to keep the 404 is the fact that the BPM sync, the way that it works, I thought was superior to the way the MPC works. Because if you wanted to do like a repitch type of thing, like a beat match thing, I got a video on this actually. It's in my sample techniques. What do you call it? Playlist. That will tell you, or I mean, you got to go into the sample editor and then like do the from BPM thing, which works good. Right? It works good, but it's not like on the fly like this. But now that you have repitch, it really is, and that's gonna probably open me up to using breaks a lot more. So I could just set all these. Oh, I gotta set the tempo on this. I wonder why. Let me just go ahead and copy it again. Hold on. Now I can chop. Alright, so that's cool. Alright, that was easier than I thought it'd be. I thought I was gonna have to go into, I think you can, what you can do is go into preferences and then go to, is it project defaults? Maybe. Let me see. Let me look at it's in the notes here. So I think you could set it so it's the default rather than having the original Pro 10. Which I'll probably do because I don't really like the sound of the warp, but this is definitely something that I'll use over the from BPM option that you have to. It's more of a step by step thing that you have to do versus just on the fly. Because that won't. What I'm talking about is in the sample edit, and it won't adjust to your tempo manually, so you have to do it, or it won't do it automatically. You have to do it manually. Let's see, warp algorithm choice. Yeah, MPC now offers the choice to time stretch or repitch audio sample to synchronize it with the MPC sequence, key features, customizations. Yeah, so you can go to preferences, audio export. Is that what it is? Preferences, audio export, and then audio warp and BPM detect. Audio default audio tracks, so I can go to like repitch there. Okay, and then I assume like every, let me see, yeah, so now, yeah, it's changed the default to repitch rather than the Pro 10. So it's just two options, it looks like. I think there's Pro 10, there's repitch, and then it gives you the default. So it's just, for some reason, it lists it twice depending on what you put as the default. So, all right, that works. Cool. Let me get up in the chat real quick see what's going on with y'all. What's going through your minds? Let's have a discussion. Here we are. Hey, baby. Willy Wonka, what's good? Astro Black, what's good? Yeah, I jumped right on it this morning before I even took the kids to school. Yes, sir. It means we're about to get more rumors, MPC Live 3, and a new X. You heard rumors? I just hear people desiring that, you know? I was watching Av McCree the other night talk about it, and he knows, he's got some insight. He said there's not a new MPC. I'm pretty sure that's what he said, or he was debunking the MPC Mini. But one thing he didn't say, and this still keeps to my prediction, I think there's a new Force coming. I think there's probably a new Force coming, because just paying attention to a lot of the comments and the back and forth between users, like on the Akai comment section and stuff. And Akai has promised in the past directly to consumers, to users, that there will be something coming for the Force. And it seems to be the consensus that Force has been discontinued. And I almost wanted to get a Force. It's crazy. You can get a used Force for about $500. And the workflow looks great. But I'm like, nah, I mean, NAMM's coming up. There might be an update. And even if it comes out, I probably won't get it because I've got enough stuff right now. But maybe I can get my hands on it. But that is my guess. A new Force. This is something that was in a Reddit that was kind of crossing my mind. Someone else had the same idea. Roger Lynn is there. Roger Lynn does the Linstrument, which is MPE. I was watching a video earlier with the Native Instrument stuff, and with the key groups have become advanced. So there might be some like programming in there that'll allow for MPE now. Who knows? That's pretty big. And imagine an Akai Force with MPE that's competing with Push 3, right? That would be the next thing. I really think that's what's up next, because the Force has been out for a long time. Force has actually been on MPC 3 longer than the MPC has been. It's just like a different version of MPC 3, and it's been on it, and it's had the arranger and the disc streaming and a lot of the stuff that MPC hasn't had. And I always think it's funny when you see like Force users complaining like, what about us? What about us? Because they got it like 3 years ago. And now they're just waiting for it to catch up. That's my guess. It's all going to kind of come together. I think MPC 3 software desktop version will likely be announced on Friday. And we'll get a new Force. And that Force will also integrate completely with MPC 3 and the software. That's my guess. And then I don't know if y'all saw one of my community posts. I posted an old little leak photo of like this diagram of the Akai Force 6, which was this 61 keyboard Force version. And that actually leaked before the MPC Key 61 concept was leaked and released. So I don't know, I feel like that idea was probably scrapped. But who knows? I think that Force is likely the next thing coming up. And the boy, the brother, what's his name, bro? Where you at? Are you in here today? Let me pull it up. I got this email the other day while I was in a stream. So we can kind of speculate too on a possible other piece of hardware, because there is an FCC, if I can find the email, there's an FCC filing for something under Zay, where you at, man? Let me just type it in. Lonza, Beats by Lonza sent me a link to an FCC filing, and there's this one that just says audio device, and that's really super generic, most likely, because if you go into it, you can see that there's a confidentiality request. And this was filed at the end of last year, 12/2/2024. Okay, so there would be like, I think they would really, when it comes to in music, what are probably the biggest brands? Akai, right? Akai is probably their biggest brand that sells the most. I'm assuming. Maybe it's because I'm in that world. So if they wanted something, if they had something big, I think they would want a confidentiality request. And I mean, audio device could be anything, right? And so this goes back all the way till 6/5/2024, it looks like. So that's just a guess, right? I really don't know, but that's my best guess. I'd like it to be an MPC Mini because that's what works best for me. But yeah, that's my prediction. Yeah, SimCity, what's good? AF Major, what's good? Blessings, bro. Praise y'all. Willy Wonka said what's up. But yeah, MPC 3 is out, man. It is out official, and it's got a lot of updates, and Native Instruments is available on there. Andrew Templar, what's good? Still no time signatures, I believe. MPC XL, rumors, and ChatGPT, but also didn't have ASA, so most of us didn't have say. Yeah, I was saying he was selling a bunch of his gear so you can buy a ticket to NAMM. That's what he was saying. What's up, Didu? It's a skin that I made over on Style Flip. Designed it myself. It was real easy. All I did was make a little gray square, stretch it out here, made it smaller here. And on Style Flip, they've already got the Kai logos you can drop on there. So I put a red one there and a red one here. They give you 3 free plugins with 3.0? What do you mean? Well, I do. Let's go over here real quick so y'all can see it. I don't know. I think I started off right here. But as you can see, I haven't been in the Native Instruments world. So I'm not familiar with these instruments, but I believe they're expansion packs in the Native Instruments world. This one's called Cloud Supply. So you can just go right now and go over to your activations and get some trials. Okay, that's probably what you're talking about. They're free for 10 days. I didn't notice that they got this one. I don't even know how to pronounce that. Knocked. Let me go ahead and get it and load it up. Start downloading the trial. Start downloading the file so I can pull it up. But yeah, so we got Cloud Supply and then Analog Dreams over here. And then I was looking at the Native Instruments website. Let me see. Let me pull it up and see. There's more stuff coming, which I would probably be more interested in. I haven't explored these to hear what they sound like, but they sound like they're more of synthesized stuff, and I really like. It'd be awesome if I could get the like acoustic instruments, because I think I have like Contact 9, and I haven't used it because I just don't get on the computer. So I have a lot of those instruments that come with that. That'd be awesome to get on here. Not sure if that's gonna be possible. It just seems like for now, it's these. Let me just go Native Instruments website, because I seen it right like on the front page. See, made for MPC. It's right there at the front. So Faded Reels, the hazy bedroom mixtape aesthetic of low-hi hip-hop packed with dusty kits, pastel textures, and vintage synth presets. So I feel like this is even better on the MPC, because these are more of like sound packs. I don't know. I don't really know how it works in the machine world, but they're like machine expansions, I believe. Okay, so this is the other one that I'm downloading now, Knocked. Step into the nocturnal world of techno with fierce leads, thumping basses, and atmospheric pads and beyond. Okay, well, that's not really tailored for me. I'm not really into techno or EDM. Again, Cloud Supply is trappy melodic leads, hooks, and pads using analog gear, hybrid sound sources, and resampling. And then Analog Dreams, the hazy bedroom mixtape aesthetic of lo-fi hip-hop packed with dusty kits, pastel textures, and vintage synth presets. Okay, so that sounds like something I might want to deal with. As far as I know, I feel like these things come with drums, so I imagine there might be drums in here. Or maybe I'm wrong. Is there drums? I don't see drums. I thought that these packs usually come with drums, so maybe not. Hey, like the prices on these Analog Dreams will be $29. Hazy Days expansion $39. Cloud Supply $29. Knock $29. Faded Reels $39. I guess these are all available. I feel like I saw a section where there was ones that are more of them that are coming, possibly. So, why don't I just, before I do anything, let me sequence some drums. So keep it simple. What happened there? MPC zone. Let's go 16. Are we recording? Alright, let's see. Leads, pads, plucks. Well, let's see what plucks sound like. This is cool sounding stuff. Not usually what I go for, but it's cool. And this is like an XY kind of pad thing. I don't want to go back to the other one. This is cool, but maybe I'm gonna go. Oops. I'll switch this over to. So we got Analog Dreams, Cloud Supply. Go to Cloud Supply again, real quick. I'll check out Noct just to see what it is, so y'all can. So we got keys in here. Let me check out the keys on Cloud Supply. This sounds like it's. I mean, if y'all are familiar with Cloud Supply and all this, then let me know what you know about it. But it almost sounds acoustic mixed with, like, layered with, like, ambient stuff. Really wish I had a keyboard right now. I don't even have a MIDI controller right now. Time to start cooking. What plugins we got? Yeah, just went over that. I'm hype on that 3 update and plugins. They're not free though. They're just free for 10 days like most plugins. Meerkat Music, what's good? If you have any of the MKII MPKs, it's integrated too, and they will give you 1,000 worth of stuff. Sway and Homage sound good, but not available to trials yet. Yeah, get that update in, Blatant. Hit them likes up, I appreciate it. Seeing contradicting info beyond the NI stuff. Are there free plugins with the official 3.0 drop? I don't know. I watched a couple videos and then I mean here and there from taking my kids to school and just getting ready for the day and getting ready for this, just to get on the stream. I think I watched Az video and I watched Malo's video, some of it, and I think I put on Tefty's video, and I was just kind of at that point, I'm just kind of listening, hearing some information, and then I just like I downloaded it and I look at it and I see the trials. That's the first thing I go for in the plugin section, in the activation section. I just see that they're free 10-day trials, just like any of the other plugins that MKII might release. Is you get that little demo for that time period. But other than that, like if I go to the sounds, I mean everything is the same, other than those ones that I've downloaded And if I go into preferences, activation, see I've got 10 days left on those 3. And everything is, yeah, so I would say, as far as I know, nothing else is free. You know, some of the people reporting on this were likely got all those for free. So Fletch, what's good? Can you imagine if someone bought an original MPC Live a decade ago and never bought anything else and has just been watching their MPC get better every year from these updates? Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And it's crazy the amount of, I guess, bitching for lack of a better word there is when how much you actually have gotten out of this. Like, I've been through so many other MPCs, but I originally bought the MPC Live. This is not the original one that I bought, but like, I would have been good if I just kept it and didn't have all the gas, because here I am back to this MPC Live and it's still supported. So yeah, it's pretty amazing. Like, and I would have thought the MPC was worth it because it was still groundbreaking when it first was released compared to, because I've used older MPCs, and then when they started releasing everything, they gave you free synths and they gave you all these extra, features and stuff. Like, that's all been on the house, you know. Infinity Link, what's good? Yeah, man, we're just checking out MPC 3. I don't know how much I'm gonna get through to it. I just chatting with y'all. I have the release notes here, but I just wanted to get in the chat a little bit. So this is just a little conversation. We can geek out about it, speculate on what's coming as far as like Friday at NAMM with the Kai. And I'm still curious what's also going on with some other brands. Like, you know, I know Roland just released a keyboard. I don't know if they'll do anything for the SP. It'll probably be a little while, maybe a few months, till we get another update if we do. I did have the Key 37. I don't have it. Tube dig a vid on advanced key groups. Awesome. Yeah, that's a whole nother thing too. Yeah, I put together like this expansion that I've not like tried to release and like sell it all, because I'm trying to make some music out of it, and I've been neglecting that. But now it's going to be kind of out of date, I think, at this point with these advanced key groups. I got to do something else special with it, which is kind of overwhelming. So let me think about it. Still got my OG Live I bought. We now sitting at 4 MPCs. Nice, bro. That's awesome that you held on to it. Beats by Alonzo, what's good, man? We just talking about you. Just mentioned that FCC filing. I was speculating a little bit. I'm thinking now at this point, just to repeat to you what my thoughts are, is I think it's a Force 2 with MPE capability on the pads, and that's a collaboration possibly with Roger Lynn. That's my guess. Could be a wild ass guess. It's about to get spooky, that's all I'm saying. B Jamming, what's good? What do you think, man? What do you think about this update? Mercat Music, though, what's up? Yeah, let me go back to looking at some of what's going on in here. This is kind of overwhelming. There's a lot going on with this update, which is crazy because it's pretty cool, like how much they kept from us in the beta. So this is like a whole nother. It's almost like MPC 4.0. You know, I mean, what version are we at? 3.4.1 or something. All right, see, let's just kind of skim through what else is going on in here. Warp algorithm choices we looked over. Port notes, I'm gonna skip through that. Track mute, event versus audio mute. Okay, I'm just gonna skim through, because if it's not something that intrigues me just off the bold headline, I'll just skip it, unless one of y'all want me to go back. Export drum pads as separate stems. That might be cool. I'm not gonna look at it because I don't export stems. I'm not, I just do everything standalone. Write the song in it, mix it down in there, and throw it out there. Faster sample loading, improved performance. Sample loading now runs on the background thread. significantly reducing load times for programs, tracks, and projects. Streamlined programs handling. Replacing programs and samples is now more efficient, especially when loading a new program file in a track. Okay, this is one of the advancements we've already seen with MPC3 beta that I really appreciate, actually. Is one of my complaints was like back in the day when you're dealing with Keygroup programs, like you would load them up and say you want to load a different one up because you didn't like that one and now you're not going to use that plugin. If you wanted to get rid of it, you'd have to go with the little pencil icon, delete the program, and then have to go to the project and purge all the samples. Now it does that automatically. I think that's what that's referring to, and I actually really appreciate that. So this right here is not, I guess some of these things that I'm looking at aren't going to just be official 3.0 updates. It's going to be stuff that we've already seen in 3. Whatever MPC3. So it'll be just kind of rehashing as I'm skimming through. So slice the audio track features. Slice the audio track feature on a drum break. Skimming through. Yeah, new main mode. This is all stuff we've seen with the beta. Sample directly in the pad. Very nice. Mix down, stemming arrangement. Okay. One thing I think I did notice when, I don't know who was talking about the advanced key groups, I do believe it sounds like disc streaming is available for key groups, which is pretty huge too. One thing I think would be cool for key groups, if there was a way to, like, if you were disc streaming them, to like hide them from your like sample pool. So let me see, like if I were in browser, it's just one thing is like if you're in a program, I don't know if this applies still to, if you're in a program and say you're like scrolling through samples that you want to put on a drum program and you have key groups open, I don't know if it applies to this. Let me see. Let me load up a key group and see. But what I'm saying is, like, if you got a ton of samples and you're trying to find one to put on a drum program and you have key groups with tons of samples and you got to scroll through them, that's kind of annoying. If they're, I don't know, I got to look at it. I'm about to. If there is a way to, like, hide them from this scroll through, and I'll see if it is. Like, I'm about to go see. So if I load, let me just go ahead and load some kind of, let me say like my favorite bass is over here. It's just like a Yamaha. So I load this. It might not be like that now that everything is like per track basis. Okay, so if I go back over to, and then go in here, say I'm gonna select a different, see, this is what I mean, like, you got all these samples from the key group. So if you have multiple key groups open and they have tons of samples in them, say you got hundreds of samples in your project, you're gonna see it all here. So yeah, and so especially with key group, so that would be nice. I don't know, maybe if you put it into auto key group, or I mean into disc streaming, maybe they'll disappear. Or there could be an option for that. All right, so okay, so this I believe is the button to move from advanced to what seems to be legacy key groups. So this is legacy. So when you click off, yeah, so when you click off that, then it looks like there's a bunch more tabs. There's a ton more tabs and windows that you can go to for these advanced features within the key groups. Let's see, utilities, ramp time. We got portamento, pitch bend, key group stack, unison, key group stack, add a unison or harmonizer effect. Okay. Mod matrix. Yeah, this gets deep. This is probably beyond my kind of comprehension of stuff that I even want to try to program. There's a lot. And then you got randomize, layer, pitch, level, pan, offset. Wow, it's deep. It's deep. So I guess those are the two biggest things. I mean, repitch is, I probably won't get that deep into key groups. I'll probably pick up some of the Native Instruments plugins, and repitch is actually one of the things I'm most excited about that I displayed at the beginning. So yeah, let me just get in chat. I'm gonna just get to like some beat making and chatting and stuff. So let me pull up something. Just find a sound that I find interesting. Maybe I'm gonna go into like a different key. Let's go harmonic minor. We'll go D. Just find a chord. Chord progression. Are these not polyphonic? Let me just find something first. Let me see categories, keys, pads, leads, plucks, mallets, organs, bass, Citadel. Let me go out to see some of the names on here. We got a hammered piano. Let me try that. Yeah, it doesn't really sound like a piano to me. Yeah, Lonzo, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Av was saying it's not an MPC. If they're not dropping a smaller, more portable MPC, then I'm kind of not impressed. I mean, like, that's really what I want, but I also kind of want some peace. You know what I mean? I think, be jamming some peace on this gas stuff, like, cause it never ends, really. But yeah, that would be the ultimate for me. I mean, even just an MPC live like this that was just slightly bit smaller, more portable, really doesn't matter. It's not a necessity, but it could be interesting. Yeah, I mean, for sure. All these, they're under NDA, so it's funny though. It's fun. You can kind of guesstimate with some of the hints what it might be, what it isn't. Force is not, I mean, it technically in some way it is. It's just different hardware and it's got a slightly different workflow. But yeah, technically. Whoa, just grabbed another OPXY and a 404 Mark II. Wow, dude. That's cool. I think it's really that should be interesting, man. Let me know. And I'm sure you'll share some of your thoughts and videos and come in and let me know. But I think that's kind of key. Like, if you're gonna have an SP to have like some sort of a synth outside, that's what I've really been wanting. I want to get the Yamaha Sec Track because it's small and portable, battery powered, and has a whole rompler of like motif type sounds in it. I think to get the full use and experience of the SP would be that. Although, yeah, I'm hoping, I want to see Roland drop an update for the 404 that puts like some of the Zen Core sounds in there. Like if they can like enhance the sound generator that's on there. It's just like synth waveforms. That would be awesome. But as is, yeah, I think that's really key. If you have some kind of external synth, even if it's just like a MIDI keyboard and like FL Studio Mobile, which I'm gonna try to do soon, is get like I'm trying to find myself something used and inexpensive that I can pair up with the SP and FL Studio on the phone here, so I can start like playing some parts into the looper. But anyways, back to MPC stuff. Let's see. That don't mean an MPC ain't coming. I mean, there might be something he don't know about too, you know. Rose Poe is good. How do you turn a one shot into an instrument? It just speeds up and slows down. How do I get a consistent sound that goes up like a keyboard? Hey, that might be something that's added, because I remember trying to make these key groups and wondering if the warp worked in key groups, and I believe it does work in the software. But let me go ahead and load up one of my things. So let's go. Where do I have my kits at? Let's see if it's in here. A lot of one shots. I guess I'll go there. So I have some key groups that I made. This is my vinyl one shot pack right here. That you can get. It's got like, how many key groups does it have? 38. About 30 something key groups, all sampled from vinyl. They're one shots. Some of them are made of 3 samples, but say, where's my audition? Not hearing anything. Okay, let me see it. Let's see, let me just pick one that I know just has one sample in it. This is an Unfaithful Piano, okay? So it's really... So if I go in, maybe on advanced, global, is there a warp? Samples. It doesn't look like this. It still looks like there's no warp on key groups in Standalone. Unless it's like somewhere deep down here. Yeah, so I don't see it. I'm not going to try to spend too much time on looking for it, because if it were anywhere, it'd probably be right here in the sample section. But yeah, your samples, they pitch. If you put a one shot on there, it pitches it up and down. So you lose that quality, and that's kind of what this is with this pack that I made. It's one shots, but yeah, I was kind of going. It's a lo-fi sound. It's all sampled from vinyl, anyways. So do with that what you might. You know what I mean? So. I don't think it's a serious learning curve with Fletch. Like, even if you're used to MPC 2 and you move over to MPC 3, I don't think it's that bad of an experience. Some things have changed, I think, for the better. But yeah, if you want to get into some of those advanced things, then yeah. But like when it comes to the key group, if you look at it, you know, you do have the option of just leaving it in legacy mode. But even in legacy mode, there's a lot of things in there that I don't even mess with. But I'm not in the business of too much in the business of like synth sound design. I do a little bit here and there, like I make some packs and stuff, mostly with drums and just simple one shots and stuff. So is this streaming from a daycare? Yeah, it is daytime and I'm caring for my child, so I was waiting for a comment like that, but you know, you got to do what you got to do with what you have. So that's my baby. She's over there. One of my babies. I've got 3 kids, even 4. Got a 4th coming. But yeah, Fletch, like you're saying, you can do pretty much everything with this, man. That's what I love about it. Like, you know, I can design my sound. I can't really do that with any other machine. You know, I could layer drums and shape the sound of my sounds within this and edit them all with ease at your fingertips. So really nothing beats it. Ali Star, what's good? Nice studio space, bro. I was in that stream for a second, and then I don't know, I got distracted. Something happened. But yeah, man, your space is looking fire. Thanks for coming back. Rich Religion, what's good? What are you good off of? You good off MPC 3? Mercat 4 LFOs, looping envelopes, dual filters, 32 slot mod matrix. You got a black box coming? Oh, they're working on something new? Huh. All right, that thing looks cool, man. I just can't deal with it. I don't really want to deal with a machine that's all touchscreen like that. Nobody asked. 4.4 is great for bass sounds. Talking about the sound generator. Stabs looks good. Been using the MPC 2 for like 3 years, and I'm like 8 out of 10 with software. Should I upgrade to 3? My SD card got corrupted, and I lost a bunch of beats, so I'm thinking it might be a good time. My opinion is there anything, well, I would ask you first, like, is there anything about MPC, the firmware that you're using now, that you don't like? I think that's a good question. For me, there was, and MPC 3 offered a solution, so that's why I upgraded. One of the main things, and it's just like kind of something that I hate in general, is mixing is more of a technical process that I'm not super interested in. That's why I feel like I haven't advanced to a real high level as far as mixing, is because it doesn't really interest me too much. Now, I know some basics and I implement those things, and I kind of have them embedded into my template, so I don't have to deal with them. But the mixer in 2.0 is, I think, way inferior to MPC 3. Just the fact that you have this now. If you look at this is my entire project, and usually most of the time my projects aren't more than this. This is like 8 tracks, right? And with the MPC 2 firmware, you get little squares that resemble the squares here. So like in the channel mixer, rather than track mixer, that's what it was called, right? The channel mixer. On the screen, you would see the 16 squares, and if you don't have any tracks on any of those squares, you still see them and they're empty, right? And so I feel like that's, I don't know if the word is redundant, but unnecessary. And this trims the fat, and I think that's a great thing because it's so much cleaner to look at and to navigate. And rather than just having these tabs at the bottom that tab between channel mixer and sub mixes and returns and master and all that, or you'd have to go click on like a little box here and then turn it. It was just kind of confusing and kind of a mess and a sloppy way to navigate. Now, just tracks that you're using. And I like the fact that they're integrated. Before, audio tracks you'd have to go in the little box and find audio tracks. Now my audio tracks are all in line with everything else, which I love. And then if I want to go to submixes, I could just 2-finger gesture, or even just one, I think. And I'm at submixes, or I'm at returns, and I'm at my outputs, So that alone is superior, I think, and that's worth upgrading. Everything else, I think, is just mostly visual and helpful in a way. So, yeah, it might be a good time if, you're trying to get some improvements like that. Like, basically just that, for me, is great. And it's just like, what I'm saying is like, not too much has changed unless you're like, I don't know, I don't want to even get into that idea. For some people, they can't because it really changes their workflow. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Oh, what happened to my stream chat here? Adrenaline, what's good? Yeah, I know a lot of people were gonna be happy with that linear mixer. So some things are just bonus too. Like I'll use the linear, like the arranger. I don't use it to create beats in, but I still use song mode, and you can still pretty much have the same workflow. I still use song mode because I like this way of working where I just make a track and then I'll write a hook on it, and then I'll start arranging from there. And then when I record my verses, this is the only place that I've been using the arranger in, is I'll go in and use the arranger to see my whole arrangement and then record more of like a visual cue. So I see my hook coming or ending or whatever, and I can start recording. I can move around through tracks. So you could still use the MPC like you did before in many ways without something like that. You can just ignore the arranger and use song mode because it's still in there, you know. Okay, I guess this phone is not working. Trying to get my chat back up. That's annoying. All right, well, in the meantime, while that's loading up, let me switch this back to plug-in and pull up not faded reels, but Cloud Supply. It's not really like a music making day. It feels like it's this little period time of the year when it comes around where it's just geek out time, just nerding about updates and not actually making music. It's a fun time. There's a time for everything. I want to go to this screen so I can read all these. So I was at Hammered Piano, and I was saying, does that really sound like a piano? What is going on here? Maybe my internet's not on. Balsamic. Church with disconnected lights. What a name. Let's go with church with disconnected lights. I'm going to pull up a progression. We start to morph it now. That sounds good. Let me double up on this. bars. Different layers, or so it is like morphing between these two layers. Heliocentric. We got a geocentric model for the flat earthers. Not very inclusive. See, all right. Let me see. Mother Ducker. Let's put a Mother Ducker on this. Dynamics. First, this should be added. So Kai, I don't know if you're paying attention, but if you do see this, drag and drop plugins from track to track would be amazing. So let's go. We are never satisfied. Give me more. Okay. Huh? Oh, okay. I'll be right there. Grab your stuff. Go take the couch. I'll be right there. All right, I'll be right back, fellas. I gotta go handle some daddy business. Times it. YouTube want me to get back in my own video. It's crazy. Let me close this down real quick. Ah, damn. I shouldn't have closed that down. So it's Wednesday. 2 days away from official, I guess, MKII big old presentations. Man, that's a big one. I really wish this was the year that I decided, hey, I'm going to go down there, but there'll be more. I guess I got to deal with this shitty, chat window in the app here. Yeah, dang right. The mixer alone is so much better in contrast, for sure. My plugins didn't take that long. Yeah, let me just, I'm gonna go to the bottom of the chat. And I'll probably wrap this up. Just a quick little look. And geek out. Let's just geek out about it for a little bit in the chat. Blippo Cat was good. Hope they merge Akai Force with MPC. I think they would. I think they will. Actually, I think that's been in the works for the longest time. That's why, I don't know, Force has been kind of a place where they can probably experiment with taking the MPC in a different direction. I think other than like the main clips view, the most of Force and MPC3 look the same. I think I've never used a Force, but from the videos that I've seen, because I've geeked out about it, I almost feel like Force would be my ideal workflow. Like, I like the fact that you got track buttons, you can copy sequence, like you can copy clips and stuff like super quick, like the scenes. I don't quite understand the terminology to the proper way. I might be butchering the main idea of how that works, but like that's so much quicker than like moving from track to track. I've always wanted that physical bit like on the MPC. Just makes it quicker, just workflow improvement, and then being able to copy your sequences or clips or whatever. On this, you mean you got to dive a little bit and do it. It's a little more to it, and I believe, I haven't used it, like I said, I believe you can copy clips and scenes just like you were to copy a pad on the MPC. So that's really good workflow. No ego. I don't really expect a new MPC, and I honestly, I really don't care unless it's another portable one. I wouldn't jump on getting like a new flagship MPC. I don't think that was like the X. I tried the X and it's amazing, but it's just not built for me, I don't think, because of my current circumstances, lifestyle. Portable is my choice that works for me. So I don't know. I'd probably, and maybe the Force is, whatever is coming is kind of like a Force. Maybe that's the new flagship. I would probably jump on that just to try it, because I've been wanting to try the Force for the longest time. But I think what would really be cool, I would jump on, would be like a portable Force, rather than the bulkiness of the Force that you have now. Because that's kind of the deal breaker for me. Like, I could see myself, like, if I had grabbed a Force, really enjoying the workflow, but the fact that it's this huge beast of a machine that is only going to sit on my desk would likely have had me sending it back or selling it. Is what free? Northside Trapping was good. Stabs, a great explanation. That, thanks so much. Glad you covered the Ranger too. I'm going to give it 3 a try, no doubt. Gary Coleman, I legit have almost every sound I need in a every sound I need in a plugin now. I feel spoiled. I still need bass, saxophone. Yeah, we don't have any saxophones really, but it would be wild if like everything becomes at one point where you can get like session guitars or like the orchestral stuff from NI. Or I really love to have the Rickenbacker bass. I love that sound of that. Like, I have a Keygroup that I made out of the NI plugin. The leads are A1. Free for 10 days. Yep. Plugins are free for 10 days. They need to make up with Roger Lynn and manufacture MP3000 Mini. I know what happened. Well, it seems like they are making up with him, No Ego. Are you not aware that he's on the guest list for NAMM this year? On Friday? I think it's Friday. It might be Thursday. But yeah, I mean, I think there's a strong chance that there may be a collaboration going on, and that they have made peace, that Roger Lynn has perhaps made peace with this new Akai and has made some sort of deal. That would be awesome, I think. Do I have the 3? What do you mean? Do I have Herbert Scott? Do I have the? You got the 3 or not? Are you asking if I have a new MPC? Like an MPC Live 3? No, I don't. I'm not that like in there with the Kai, if that's the question. No, I've never been sent a free. Only place I've been sent a free MPC from was Zounds. Shout out to Zounds, by the way. I am an affiliate, so if you're trying to buy an MPC or an SP, get it through my link. Yeah, but they hook it up. I get to try stuff, you know, on loan sometimes. Like the Key 37, that was one that was on loan. Adrenaline was good. Got some chord progressions from Patron on Musician Paradise. It's going to be lit. Heck yeah. I need to grab up those again. I had them on an old MPC. Beat Flames, I appreciate it. Just throwing stuff together. This ain't really a beat making session. It's a geek out session. Is that Honda? So that means I can use Contact. Well, sort of. Just the NI plugins. It's just limited to like some of their expansions right now, and I think they're going to be bringing some more out. Yeah, not Contact yet. Maybe, hopefully. That's what I was saying.
Oh wow, so many great customers.
I am the one son. What's good? Hey man, chilling. It's a nice little exciting day. It's always a nice day when there's an MPC update.
Oh wow, I love your stuff.
So what brought the name change about? Let me think about it. I don't know. I had considered it years ago. I've seen other people do it. And I'm not like leaving the lifted noise thing. It's still there as you can see it. I think it has more to do with me trying to shift my channel from really just being about the tutorials to it being about songwriting and, you know, expressing myself through song. So I wanted it to sound a little more personal. I don't know. I didn't really overthink that, but it was more of me deciding to dedicate myself to a specific thing, which in the end would be still MPC, mostly niche, but like songwriting and recording songs in this standalone, and still sharing tutorials eventually, but like gaining more experience as I'm writing the songs and recording in here, and then kind of getting back to that. But obviously I'm still want to geek out and talk about gear, and I'll do an occasional tutorial, but it's just more of like a decision, just being decisive about this is the direction I want to go, because I've been trying to go this for the longest time, and I've hesitated, and I think the name change was just part of that. Big Chief Prince Vision, what's good? You know, I appreciate it. Not much to it, just feel like I'm slapping stuff together just to, you know, when you got good sound sources, you know, it's like I had a cool break and, you know, messing with the new sound. But I really I just feel like geeking out right now versus making something. I was going to do a different stream yesterday. I guess I'll do it later tonight or tomorrow with the SP, because I've been nerding on that lately.
Thanks for watching. Bye.
He did the same exact sample. What sample? I haven't played a sample since the intro. I had a splice sample up on you. If you're asking me, no, I won't be at now. I won't. Oh, you got a shop in Buena Park, California. Oh, okay. We're in here advertising. That's all cool. Straight up, I never heard of this store. What is the name of the store? Service. Yeah, I think there's a strong chance MP will be there. I think that's why Roger Lynn's going to be there. But, I mean, that could just be high hopes. I think a Kai would be sleeping to not try to integrate MPE, though. Because they're doing all kinds of big things, and they'd be way ahead of the curve with that and everything else that they're doing. A good blues guitar VST, that would be nice. I would just like some nice guitars in general. I don't think there's that many. There aren't really very nice ones in the standalone plugins. Infinity Link. You love the P6 for its portability. Yeah, there's too many limitations on that. I can't do projects. I don't have no browser. Looks like fun though. So I'd rather use the SP. I mean, it's a little bit bigger, but it's still. I think we're getting pretty extreme with this portability stuff. Like, we're gonna want an MPC the size of a P6 eventually. When they're gonna give us one the size of an SP, and then we're gonna want one the size of the P6. It's just too big. I can't put it in my pocket. And then you'll get that, and it's like, yeah, I can't even put this in my wallet. I want an MPC to fit in my wallet. I want it to fit on my Oh yeah, now are you going this year? One son. Brow Beats and a few other solid brothers are meeting up with me there. We enjoy having you come out. Yeah, that'd be cool. Let's see. I'm gonna skim through. I'll pop open the notes on the release notes real quick again. But it's a lot to look at, so everything is included in these release notes. Just everything that you've seen already if you've been on the MPC3 beta. I wish there would have been just a release note on what has been added to the official. That would have been easier to go through. But I think it's mainly what they announced today. So we got, it's pretty big ones. And it's all kind of centered around instruments. That's cool. There is a list of bug fixes at the bottom if you all want me to read through that. I'm not too interested. I know there's a lot of people I always see saying that there's a lot of bugs, but the main bug for me is just still that whole activations thing. Just about every day I turn my MPC on, I had to reactivate my plugins. And it's a bit annoying, especially if I go to work and I turn it on and I want to use the sounds in there. I'm stuck because I'm not signing in to my work Wi-Fi. I don't think I can do it because it requires like a web browser login to do. So yeah, that's pretty frustrating. iOS IMPC series. That exists, right? Inactivation is a known issue. A license error can occur which deactivates previously activated plugins whilst offline. Unit startup can take longer to complete. Oh, that was two separate things I read. Okay, so it's a known issue that's written down here, but it's not been fixed. And I think they're just stating that too. They're not stating that they fixed it. It already happened to me. I upgraded to the official MPC3, turned it off, took my kids to school, came back, turned it on, and I had to reactivate my plugins again. Yeah, I imagine no time signatures is a bit of a disappointment for you. If you're on that, I'm not really that advanced when it comes to. I haven't experimented outside of 4/4 very much to say that I'm bothered, but I feel for you. Like, that's people doing other genres outside of pop and EDM and hip hop. Although, you can do some hip-hop in, I guess, any time signature, I'm sure, but, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up, get up off here, and go do some other things. Thanks for coming in and kicking it with me. I ain't got nothing else left other than continue the beat making. But I don't know, I feel like the geeking out is kind of drained all my energy out here. Just waiting on my SP 404 M2. Yeah, I hope for a new update. You think it'll do it on 404 day every year now? I mean, they were just being real nerds with that one. They gave us update 4. They give us literally update 4.04 on 404 day? I think that's what it was. Viral Beats was good, man. Been a minute. Do they usually do it on 404 day? I thought it was just last year's that was on 404 day, and then I didn't really relate that to previous ones. I guess I kind of ignored 3.0. I wasn't really messing with the SP at that point, at that time. Been on the alert, cleaning up around the apartment. That's what's up. Gotta stay tidy, man. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like being creative in it's harder for me to be creative in messy environments. I like to keep my shit clean, and it's kind of relatively messy. I got a lot of junk around the sides of the desk. Not junk, but extra gears, wires, boxes, stands, books, equipment and stuff that just lies around. Yeah, I think it feels like it's once a year. But I didn't relate to it being 404. March, was it January, March, April 4th? I don't think it's been April 4th every year. Live one still holding up nicely for sure. Why don't you get one, man? I know you tried the MPC thing. I know you like portable units. This is the most portable MPC out there. It's the Live one. I mean, I guess the MPC one is if you want to add a battery, but this one technically is the most portable. So, and you can get them for a steal. Like, you could probably find a Live one for like $400. Put MPC 3 on it for free. Oh, hey, you might get lucky. eBay, GC, Ustock. There's quite a variety of them. So, but yeah, I'm gonna get up, do some other things. Exciting time. I'll probably be back on around Friday, Saturday. New announcements coming around. I just feel like geeking out. It's kind of how it is when it comes to gas, man. You just want to chill out. Like, I just feel like scrolling on my phone, looking for more announcements from other brands. Look for Roland, see what they're doing. So what does this mean for NI though? That's what I'm curious, because I was kind of expecting there to be a new machine. I think people are kind of looking at this as like Data Instruments is kind of folding on the biggest, as it's big probably was at some point when the Machine Plus was announced, the biggest contender. But now, I don't know. A lot of people are disappointed about that. And you can get a Machine Plus too, probably for like $500 used. So, I mean, that's kind of sad. I had high hopes for that too. And I was really geeked out. I remember making videos about, Machine Plus, I really want one. I was just talking about it. Didn't get one. I eventually got one and sold it pretty quickly. Because I just didn't want to try to wrap my head around the different workflow from the MPC. But I wonder what this means from Native Instruments. I heard that they were going to be over at NAMM too. So it doesn't necessarily mean they're folding. It might just be a smart move. They're putting people, whether people choose Machine over Akai, I don't think it's going to be based off of I don't know, like the fact that you can get the plugins for the MPC. It's almost just like they're just doubling up their revenue, I would think. You know what I mean? Because people are gonna prefer MPC, and a lot of people are gonna buy the MPC and the machine. So I don't know. It's an interesting time. Let's see what they come up with, and let's geek about it on Friday this weekend. You say MPC Live is most portable? Well, I meant relative to size and battery. No news. But yeah, if you want to get rid of the headset, then that makes it more portable. You really don't need a headset. But other than that, as far as the size and battery, that's what I meant. Deleted all native instruments gear. Now you gotta re-download. That sucks. Yeah. Yeah, they're probably, maybe they're perfecting it. Maybe they're gonna come out. You're gonna be able to get contact on a new machine, plus standalone. You know. So let me see if my YouTube's working on here just to see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off my phone. This is not my official phone. Spoiled. Got two phones here. That's my old phone. But I am curious. Y'all seeing any other news out there? Any other brands that interest you? We're already at Wednesday. I think NAMM already started, right? I thought it started on Tuesday, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe it starts today or tomorrow.
I might have eaten the ribbon earlier.
How long has that been in your mouth?
17 minutes.
Oh, that is gross. Did you see you put it in his mouth? No. Oh, no.
Try this off.
Yeah. But all right. Appreciate y'all. Yes, me too. You and me both, Ben. I hope they do something. I hope we don't have to wait till April for another update. And I hope they take this machine and do some, you just see like what machines are capable of, what you can put in a standalone device. And I wonder what kind of power is under this thing. I'm just geeked. What do you think? What's the number one thing that you want to see, Ben, out of the SP? I'm gonna do a video on that, I think, soon, or do a live stream. I'm gonna write out a little list of things that I want to see on the SP. Some things are little, some things are bigger. But if I can get that sound, if they can improve the sound generator, give me some acoustic sounds in there. Maybe that's asking too much. I think that would make it sequenceable. I feel like that's undone. So we got to get at least one more update 5. Yeah. But all right, we'll just talk about it later. Let me know on the next one, Ben, what kind of update you want to see. What is the main things you want to see on the SP? Roland has poor output quality. Roland is okay, but can't compete with Akai. The output is way behind. Well, I think they have a smaller team. I think it's only a couple of people programming that thing. So, it's not like they have. And Roland is, I think, probably a much bigger group. As far as the variety of things that they make. Like, In Music is big, but then Akai is another little branch of that, which is probably big as well. But Roland makes all kinds of stuff beyond what Akai is just focusing on. I mean, they do every once in a while. They do like MIDI controllers or like electronic wind instruments. I think they made microwaves back in the day, but now they focus mainly on MPC. You got Force and you got MIDI controllers. But Roland will do like audio interfaces, video mixers, samplers, keyboards. What else? I mean, they do. I can't really think of it too much. I mean, even just that, they do a lot of different stuff. So And I think they have a specialized team just for the SP and every, you know, there's different teams for different things and all that. So
Would you like one color on each side? Like blue and pink? Yeah, blue and pink.
yeah, it'd be nice to, I don't know how many, what do y'all think of this? Like the SP, if they were to, the pattern sequencer has been kind of a weak point or a frustration point for a lot of people. I don't know how many diehards would be like if they decided to change the sequencer and like fully revamp it to something different. If people would be tripping, you might have a few, but it could be different. Like that would be, because that would be the ultimate. Like if it did have a track, because that's one thing I was just thinking about. I don't like how all your samplers laying around. Like if I did want to record vocals in this, I got to put it on a pad and like trigger it and stuff. Or like say you wanted to play an instrument in there, you got to put it on a pad and trigger it. So tracks could be interesting. But at the very least though, like if they added a visual like grid edit for like this, like on the screen. That's one of my favorite screens on an SP. It's cool. It's just the colors are right. It's just white on black. It looks good. Yeah. 4-4 was a passion project with a small team. Roland's best product is their keyboards. Vacuum cleaners. Does Akai make vacuum cleaners? Or does Roland make vacuum cleaners? Make a P8. But yeah. Well, that's enough geeking for the day. Nah, I'm lying. I'm gonna be geeking out by myself on my phone throughout the day, I'm sure. But yeah, I appreciate y'all. Keep on running with your dreams. Y'all bless y'all. Till the next one. Thanks for kicking it.